What's up, everybody? Bill with Homestead and Permaculture. Out here with the pigs, with the breeding pair right now, Floppy and his girl, mama number one. Floppy's over here laying in the house, and they're 10 by 10. Mama number one's out there walking around grazing. Doing this video to give you an update on the pigs and to kind of talk to you guys a little bit on why I decided to make this channel, the intent behind making this channel. So stick with me. So first, update on the pigs. You see behind me here is the very first area these two pigs were in before I moved them to where they are now. See behind me how it's, I'll show you. We'll walk through it a little bit. See how it's a little muddy, still some grass. I could have let them go in here probably a day or two longer. Now let's walk you over to the area I moved them out of. And this area got wiped out completely. Now it's a mud pit. This is what they'll turn it into when they completely clear the grass. So this area did go all the way around, went around that tree up there and came back around. I cut them a new area here, cut it off. Now they got a bunch of grass and stuff over there to tear apart. It was tricky to get them, or to move these fences. I did it in the middle of the night, actually. Put a headlamp on, and I came out here I came out here and moved the fences because they, if I would do this during the day, these guys right here would be breaking out. So I came out, it was about 12 o'clock at night after I got off work at Papa John's, put a headlamp on, came out, took fences down, repositioned it. So now they're behind two fences. And at the end down there is where they're connected. And when I want to give them a bigger area or a newer area, I can open that area up this way, and then add another fence so they'll be grazing further down. And then after that, I've got one more fence I can add to it so they can go even further down. So they'll be wiping out this whole field right here. It's a good 2 acres that they're going to be clearing out during the winter for me. They're going to be my bush hogs, the all-natural bush hog. They'll tear it up. They'll clean it up for you if you got any spots they need cleaned up. So let's drag this wagon. Everyone got fed. Drag this wagon up the hill, and let's go see the mama and the baby pigs. While we're walking up there, I'll kind of talk to you guys about the other part of this video, which is the intent for this YouTube channel that I'm doing. I've got, I guess, I'll give you a macro and a micro. Macro would be that my channel grows. My channel brings me income that I can then in turn put back into the farm, so I don't have to go to work at Papa John's anymore. So I can work the land, work my animals, grow food, sell natural organic food and meat, and supplement my income with this channel so I can live my life, the life I want to live. That's macro. Micro, and also this also goes into the macro. I just want you guys to learn. I want you guys to see it's not that hard. That you can grow some of your own food. Even if you do live in the city. You can plant fruit trees. You can have a garden. You can have chickens. So I'd love for you guys to pick up on little things that I'm doing. Say, I can do that. That's no problem. I can plant a garden. I can build a horticulture bed. I can buy one fruit tree a year, and in 10 years I'm gonna have an orchard. And from there I'm gonna, my kids are gonna have food. I'm gonna have food. The camera just kind of cut off on me there. Sorry guys. See it? I made it up here with Mama and the babies. We're talking about some intent for the page. Is that my intent for this page is they're running around chasing mama, is just for learning. I want you guys to learn off of me. See the mistakes I make and not make those mistakes. See what good things I do and actually do those good things. And if you guys ever need any help, please reach out and ask me. If you need any advice. If I can't give you the advice, I'm not going to step out on a limb and give it to you. Okay, that's one thing about me, is that if I don't know, I'm not going to tell you. But we can find the information. But if I do know, I would love to help you. Look at these guys back here. Let's see if we can get a better angle on them. Over here feeding. She's a good mama. If you're not happy in what you're doing, is to start experimenting with things until you find out what you are happy doing. That's what I did. I was not happy being a general manager for Papa John's. I didn't wake up in the morning saying, yes, I get to go to work today and make pizzas, or I get to run a P&L today, or I get to go to a meeting in Charlotte today, or, being a corporate manager for a chain restaurant was okay for a little while, but it really started to rag on me, working 60, 70 hours a week, and making someone else rich when I worked that hard, following rules that I don't exactly agree to, or, doing things to people like having to fire them over something stupid because it's a company rule. Stuff like that, it was messing with me, and I was not happy being there. But I started experimenting, and the experiment was I started gardening. Oh, you didn't miss her. Little kitty just ran up the tree there. I started gardening when I lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I was a GM. I started a small garden, and then that garden got bigger, and then that garden got bigger, and before you knew it, I was planting in 5-gallon buckets, and any container I could find on the side of the road, I was grabbing up and I was planting in, and I had buckets and containers all over my driveway and my back porch, and I found out what I like doing. So then we made a plan from there. Okay, I like doing this. I don't like being at Papa John's 60, 70 hours a week. How can I make the transition? And it took us a year to 2 years to save enough money to be able to put a good down payment on this property. It's not completely paid off for yet, but we have a 5-year plan from when we bought it to be able to pay it off. Right now we've only got about 2.5 more years left on that plan, and this land will be completely paid off. What I'm saying is, don't be afraid to experiment. If you're not happy with what you're doing, whether that being the way you're making money, just the way you're living your life, experiment with different things. Try different things. And when you find something that clicks, dive deeper into that thing. Learn as much as you can about that thing. The internet nowadays is an amazing thing. You can learn about anything you want through YouTube, Google. You can dive in deep into blogs, into research that people have already done. But all you have to do is find it, read it, watch the video about it, and learn. You don't need a university education anymore to be able to learn the things you need to be able to learn to make you happy to do what you want to do. So that's what I'm doing here. I figured out what I like doing. I learned, I dove into it, I grabbed as much information about permaculture and farming and self-sustainable living and homesteading as I could during those 2 years that we were saving money to buy some land. I dove in as hard as I could. And I learned, and I'm still learning. I've been on this land for 2 years, and I learn almost every single day. I'm still on YouTube learning. I'm still reading articles. I'm still reading blogs. I'm still learning every single day. And that's when you find something that you're passionate about. Whiskers. When you find something that you're there's the other baby kitty. you dive in deep when you find something you're passionate about. And you learn about it. And when you dive in deep and you learn about it and you're immersed in it and you're still loving it, then you found it. Then you found it. And I found it. That's one of the reasons I've made this channel. Is to inspire people to do what they want to do, not what they feel like they have to do, or the only thing they can do. No. Nowadays with the internet, there is a endless list of things that you can do. Y'all. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. Glad you got the update on the piglets. They're doing quite well, growing fast. Really liked what I was talking about as far as my intent on this page, and there's some little motivation for you guys to get out there and really find what you like to do if you haven't already. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure you like it, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification so you know every time we put a video out. Alright, y'all.